Thank you very much. And yes, Samba. And now we'll jump to, what we've prepared. But first of all, I would like to invite you for a quick prayer. Let's do it. Luvuvamu.
Wow.
Samba. Kembo kwangeye tuyimbila TATA NZAMBI, Nzambia Zulu. Kembo kwangeye tuyimbila mfumu Yesu, mfumu Yave. Kembo kwangeye tuyimbila Mwanda Ntemi, Mwanda Velela. Matondo Masaka, Tondele Kibeni, Tata. We give you praises, TATA NZAMBI, for this powerful moment that you have given to us once again to meet with your children in Africa, diaspora, and everywhere, Europe. Thank you very much for your love. Thank you very much for this wisdom that you have placed, Brother Tusamba, for this brilliant presentation. TATA NZAMBI, now we will jump to what we have prepared to give to our brothers and sisters. May you give us revelation knowledge, wisdom, and a lot of authority, so that everything that we say may penetrate the ears of your people and touch millions and millions of hearts. TATA NZAMBI will give you praises, and we pray also for those who will be listening to us via YouTube and via another means, so they may receive this word. Heal those who are sick. Heal those who are sick. When we speak of TATA NZAMBI, may you release fire and healing to heal those who are sick. So when they listen to this word, they may recover. They may get recovered, because your word is power and is healing. We pray, Mwana Velela. Atondo Masaka. Atondo Masaka.
Atondo Masaka.
Hallelujah. All the praises. All the praises to Sister Special, can you please give me permission to present, please? And
you got it, brother.
Thank you very much. We have to give praises to TATA NZAMBI, because for us to come, this side, it was tough. I don't know, I was facing a lot of internet issues. I don't know why. I think the NKEMBO, it didn't want us to come, and to deliver to you what we have prepared. We were facing a lot of internet issues. I don't know why. We were trying to present many things to you last year, but we couldn't. We were facing the same issue. And today I was also struggling. I was struggling a lot. Yes, but thanks to the Most High, we managed to make it. The internet connection is fine now, and the sign is fine. Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Praises. Sometimes just drink a lot of water. And we are very happy. Please pay attention to what you will be listening. The year has begun, and we don't just, want to tell you, many things, spiritual stuff, but it is our mission is also as a servant of TATA NZAMBI to prepare you for you to face the 2022. It is our duty also, even those who will be listening to us on YouTube, it is our duty to prepare you, not just to tell you, about, Africa, about, this and that, but we want also to give you practical information. So the information that you can apply to your own life, to save yourself, to save your family. Because, despite of your spiritual nature, you're also a human being. So you live, you work, you eat, you have your life, and you have to know how to deal with your life. And you have to know how to find means to deal with your life. Yeah, we think about something. But when you jump, when you leave this place, this is your life, that's your life, and you have to deal with it. So today we want to share with you some strategy so that you may deal and face 2022 and say, 2022, here I am. I'm gonna yell at you. You have to yell. You have to dictate what will happen in the year 2022. Not just sitting down and wait for something to happen. No. This is why we ask, listen carefully to what TATA NZAMBI will be speaking, to what we will be sharing to you. But first of all, I want to share to you a very beautiful song, a very beautiful song, me and my brother Bill, and listen carefully, please, to this song. It says, the following. Mono ya veivo vanga kwa kiame no tombo matu endo fia dia sei lungana dweke muvuluza endo fia dia sei lungana dweke muvuluza kiwombo kako kiwombo kako eya vewa kiwombo kako dweke muvuluza kiwombo kako iya vewa kiwombo kako dweke muvuluza endinga isinga wakana nutombo matu kwa yenu no solo kwa mono dweke muvuluza kwa yeno no solo kwa mono dweke muvuluza kiwombo kako iyavewa kiwombo kako dweke muvuluza kiwombo kako iyavewa kiwombo kako dweke muvuluza luvuva mu luvuva mu Bana Nzambi
Ingeta.
Bana Nzambi
Ingeta.
This is what the TATA NZAMBI is saying through this song. I, Yahweh, or Jehovah, I say to my people, pay attention, pay close attention. The promise that I have made with you will be fulfilled soon. The promise that I've made with you will be fulfilled soon. I have come to save you. I have come to save. Kiwombo kako, Yahweh wow. I will not fail. I will not fail. Thus says the Lord. Thus says TATA NZAMBI. I came to save you. I came to save you. Listen carefully. Listen carefully and pay close attention. The sign that I have promised you will be manifested soon, son. The sign that I have manifested, that I have promised you, that I have prophesied or announced, will be manifested soon, soon. I, Jehovah, Yahweh, say to my people, that says TATA NZAMBI, pay close attention and open your eyes to see, and open your ears to listen. Open your eyes to see, and open your ear to listen. Hallelujah. Luvuvamo.
Yalla.
Allah.
Yalla.
Dear family, this is the meaning of the song. As we said, we will be sharing something very crucial to you. I don't know why, but it was a challenge. We tried last year, but the connection was bad. Even today, the connection was bad. I was like, why? Now I understood. Now I understood why NKEMBO was doing that. Dear family, this is what we will be and just present, sharing with you. Just a second, please. Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
you can see.
Okay.
Yes.
As you can see from the title, today we'll be speaking to you about planning. And Nsilu, if you have a pen, write down. Nsilu means vow or oath. Vow or oath. Am I pronouncing well, Mama Matuzola? Oath.
Yes.
Yes. Nsilu, in Congo we say Nsilu. Nsilu is just as you see on the screen. And we will be speaking to you about this. And planning and Nsilu, those are the secret of our forefathers to thrive, and Yalla, the year 2022. My brothers and sisters, there will be no magic this year. If you don't plan, there's nothing that NZAMBI will do. I'm telling you. The false prophet, they lie a lot, prophesying false things that will happen in our life. Like this, to 2022 will be a year of blessing. You will get $1,000 in lottery. That's a lie. If you want $1,000 or 1 million, you have to work. You have to sacrifice yourself to organize your life, to organize your family, to organize your relationship with TATA NZAMBI. You have to do something. There will be no magic. We have to work. If we want TATA NZAMBI to operate on our behalf, there will be no magic. If we work, he will work. If we stop, he will stop. You remember the Bible? Whatever is bound in heaven, in Zulu, is bound where?
On earth.
On earth. There is no magic. There is no magic. Stop listening to false prophecy. Prophesying, many things to your life and nothing will happen. No. We have to work. This year, no laziness, no sitting down at home waiting for something to happen. Nothing will happen if you don't move. Nothing. Dear family, how the 2022 shall be. 2022 must be the year of massive change in your life. And it will cause this change to happen. will cause this change to happen is you. Who, Mama Matuzola, will cause this change?
Me.
It's you. Nobody. I'm telling you, nobody. 2016, I was in student accommodation. We were broke. And me and my friend, this friend he finished university and he was owing close to 5,000 US dollar. It was like, oh, I'm broke, man. I wish I go outside and I just found a suitcase full of dollars and money, for me just to pay the university, blah, blah, blah. We were wishing a lot of stuff. We were in the house, in our room, just talking, Later on, he said, my brother, let's pray. We prayed. After the prayer, Priest Michael just came down out of nowhere. The same person that was talking to me, wishing a lot of stuff, Priest Michael said through him, it was like, he asked me, what were you speaking about with this body? What you guys were speaking with this body? I'm like, I was just laughing, I was like, no, we broken. We wish we could, we wish we were able to, to go outside and find a lot of money in the street. It was laughing. It was like, yeah. He looked at us, he got serious, and he looked at us and say, you can go outside, you will find nothing. He said, you will find nothing. You can pray in tongues, you can fast for a year, 20 years, and go outside, you will find nothing if you don't work. This is what he said. You will find nothing. TATA NZAMBI gives you a brain to think and to create the kind of life you want. Look, I was tired after these words. I was like, oh, please, but you, Priest Michael, you can just do something like, ta-da, money. But in my heart, it was like, no. And if you think in your mind, the spirit knows everything. He will say what you're thinking. And he spoke what I was thinking. This is why he rebuked me. He said, you have to work. If you guys want to pay your school fees, you have to work. You have to make a plan and present before TATA NZAMBI's face. And this is what we are speaking today. Plan and Nsilu vow. Because you can't just plan and leave the plan like that. But TATA NZAMBI will tell us something precious about Nsilu and vow. 2022, my brothers and sisters, must be the year of less talk and more action. We have to jump from idea to action. Speak talking a lot. Speak talking a lot. In Portuguese, we say tafala tafaze. You are speaking, you are doing something as well. 2022 must be the year of no more pretending to be in the kingdom of TATA NZAMBI. Ambasia Congo diantotela. No more pretending to be in the kingdom. No more. But demonstrating the kingdom through our action, our behavior, through the relationship we have with TATA NZAMBI. The responsibilities to improve your relationship with TATA NZAMBI, it's up to you. It depends on you. You know what to do. You know what you can't do. Whatever is evil and is chasing you, you know what to do and what not to do. You know that. You know that. If anybody's sinning, stop sinning. If anybody's living a life of fornication, adultery, stop that. Any kind of sin of the flesh, stop that. This must be a different year. I'm telling you. We have to decide this year. We have to decide to follow him fully, completely. We have to decide. We have to demonstrate. My brothers and sisters, voingeye luna yenkolo. Brother Samba, translate, please.
If you are full of strength and power, all the power is in you.
The power is in you. TATA NZAMBI is waiting for you. Just for you, you just have to purify yourself. There's nothing, like, doing that. There's nothing special. What we want is prayer. What we just need to do is prayer and fast. That's all. Prayer and fast. We have to be friend of prayer. We have to be friend of fasting. That is the life that TATA NZAMBI wants from us, in order to activate the greatness, the power, the ngolo that is within us. That's only the things he needs. There's nothing else. If anybody, even in this awakening or everywhere, tells you in order for you to get the power to do something else, say no. Deny it. Say no.
Hallelujah.
Say
Hallelujah.
no. Say no. Say what you need. Just say to him, what I need to do is to just pray and fast. That's all. If you want to set free yourself, it's prayer and fast. There's nothing special. I don't have to give you birth of some leaves, blah, 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 blah. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. Your family, 2022 must be the year of forgetting the past. Many of us have problems with past. The past is a portion of your future lived. The past, as you can see on the screen, is dead except for the life you give on it. You cannot go to your future if you live in the past. You cannot change your past, but you can create another past, a beautiful past. It means if your past was bad, you can make a new past. You can make a new stuff, good stuff. That 2022 must be a good year, so that when you go to 2023, when you look to 2022, you will be proud of yourself and say, wow, NKEMBO kwa Yesu tuyimbela. Oh, NKEMBO na TATA NZAMBI. You will be able to say that. The future gives hope to the past. This is what we like. Doesn't matter what you did. Doesn't matter the situation you went through. Doesn't matter how often you sinned. You still have opportunity to make things new. You still have. This year, you still have the power to decide what will happen in your life. The power belongs to you to do whatever you please in this year. Therefore, stop driving by focusing your sight on the rearview mirror. I like this one, because many of us are living, but we always thinking in the past. Oh, that's money that I lost. Oh, you're always thinking in the past. Why? That will block you. That will cause interference in your journey. So stop. Forget the past. Forget 2021. Forget. It's gone. You will never say it again. What you have to do is to use the past for educational reference and purpose. When you will be driving in 2022, check the rearview mirror 2021 for educational reference and purpose. Whatever mistake you did in the past, you be careful, don't do it anymore. This is what you have to do when you look to the past, not looking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. No. TATA NZAMBI doesn't want that. Dr. Miles says, your dream is only a dream until it is a plan. As we said, you can dream of the kind of life you want. You can dream of the kind of change you want. You can dream of the kind of future you want, but until you wake up and begin to plan how to get there, it will be only a dream. It will only be a dream. I like this one from Dr. Miles. This is why we said, nothing will happen if you don't act. The power is in your hands. Sometime, Brother Samba, I think you remember this. This Prophet Habakkuk. It's like, open your hands. Brother Samba, do you remember this one?
Yes.
It's like Prophet Habakkuk, right? It's like, open your hands. And he told us, open your hands. When we open our hands. What is there? I'm like, I can't see anything. And they're laughing at us. And do you remember what he said, Brother Samba? Tell us, please.
Not very well, but if you go ahead, I may remember some stuff.
You know, he's looking to our hand. He says, you have all the tools. All the tools is given unto you. All the tools, you have it. Open your eyes. And we are like this. Okay, can you see what you have? I'm like, no, they're laughing. They said, we can't see anything in your hands. You have all the tools you need to run your life. But if you don't act, if you despise the prophecy that we're giving to you, if you despise your gift, there will be nothing new in your life. That's what they said. There will be nothing new. And the same word we tell you today. If you don't make a plan on the kind of life you want, on the kind of change you want, on the kind of future you want, your dream, what is in your mind will be stuck there until the day TATA NZAMBI called you. It is never too late to start a new thing. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter. You can start doing something today to benefit yourself and benefit your family as well, your children, your grandchildren, your generation. I think you guys, you know better than us, because that side there is many examples you can see and think about what we're saying today. You know, people like to quote verse like Psalm 23. And the false prophets, they like those ones. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Things like that. Don't believe them. You can say this, you can quote this psalm each and every day. If you don't act, nothing will happen. You will lack everything. I'm telling you. People like those kind of quote. You know, let the poor say I'm rich. Things like that. Mm-hmm. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. And they sit down at the house, waiting for something to happen. Nothing will happen. What about if you quote this one? Proverbs 13, verse 4. Lazy people always desire things, but never get them. But those who work hard get plenty. What about this one? Is it nice, Matzola? Do you like this one? What about this one? This one is nice, eh? Yeah. This one is nice. Plan is everything we need. You see, Brother Samba, the next slide.
Yes. I can see the secret of strife in Yala 22.
Okay. Now, brothers and sisters, we said, there is only one secret from our forefathers: to be in charge. If you read Solomon, the Israel of Solomon and David, those guys were great guys, a great people. And the first thing, the first secret for you to thrive and yalla and be in charge in 2022 is to fear TATA NZAMBI. Sister Sam, if you're there, please, can you prepare Proverbs chapter 3, 5 to 8. The first one is to fear TATA NZAMBI. There is no other secret. We have to fear first. TATA NZAMBI and obey whatever he commands. As we said, Sister Sam, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I have it prepared.
Oh, good. Please, can you read for us Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 8?
Trust in TATA NZAMBI with all thy heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Get that?
Fear him, fear. Because the fear of TATA NZAMBI is the beginning of all knowledge and wisdom. Fear him. This is why we said we have to improve the relationship between us and TATA NZAMBI. Just look at your life, whatever you are lacking, think about it and adjust. And maybe it is not you, maybe it is your kids, maybe your wife, your husband, your children. Look to them and fix them, because whatever they do, it may also affect you in a certain way. Secondly, effective management of your time and changes. This is the second principle, effective management of your time and changes. And remember, change is inevitable. This year will be a lot of changes as well. If the false prophet, they say great stuff will happen, we're also saying we will go through many tribulation. So you better be prepared. You better make some plans on how you will face those tribulation, on how you will survive those tribulation. And secondly, time does not wait on nobody. Brothers and sisters, today it is 16th of January. We still have 346 days. I think that's a lot. It means 11 months and 15 days. We still have that to run our life, to decide what will happen in the next month and then in the next month. And guess what? If we don't plan, time will move. Will not wait on your body. On nobody will not wait. The principal key to manage your time and change is planning. The question is, why planning? Because planning is the most important principle to Yala and Thrive 2022. Planning is the distance from January 2022 to December 2022. Planning is the distance from your birth and your death. So whatever will happen between January 2022 and December 2022, it's up to you. TATA NZAMBI has his plans, but you have to submit your plan to his plan. You have the power to decide what will happen between January to December 2022. You have that power. Planning, here is some stuff. Just a second, please. The only key to regulate and control changes in the year 2022 is planning. As we said, many things will happen. We will go through many tribulation. Please get ready. Do not let nothing catch you by surprise. We better be ready. The world will be shaken. The NKEMBO is angry. He's doing all his best. As you can see in the media, there is many information that you can't believe. They launch Omicron 1, Omicron 2. I mean, there is a lot of things NKEMBO is planning to attack us. So we better be prepared. we better be prepared. And how you shall prepare yourself? By planning. And where do you want to be? And planning is a documented, preconceived determination of how your time will be used. This is why we have Habakkuk chapter 2, Sister Sam. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3 is very important book. Because you may ask, like, why you speak about planning? There's awakening. I want to know about, information about, Africa, about, Jacob, Yakuba, TATA NZAMBI. Read Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3. As a people of TATA NZAMBI, we have to know how to plan and organize ourselves as well. We live in the world. We work. We need to live. We need to eat. We need to pay our bills, electricity bills, water bills. We have to buy new cars, nice houses. We need those stuff. But how shall we get them? By planning. There is no magic. No house will come from heaven. No money will come from heaven. Nothing. It's the same.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3. And TATA NZAMBI answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
See, TATA NZAMBI shows a vision to Habakkuk, right? It shows a vision. And he said to Habakkuk, write the vision down and wait on the time, on the proper time, this vision will take place. It means TATA NZAMBI knows how to do these things. He doesn't just do it, no. He plans the vision and when the vision will happen. And he said, write the vision down. So we today also, we are telling you, write your vision, your plans down on a piece of paper, on a document. Write them down. Plan is applying purpose to your time. Planning is stopping you from misusing your time. Even in this awakening, there are some stuff and information you have to dump. You have to think about and dump before February 2022. I'm telling you, even in this awakening, there's some stuff you have to think about it and dump it. Why? 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. It's the same. Not every information is crucial. It's good for your brain. It will cause you confusion. There is a lot of information. And sometimes we can't handle that. It will cause us confusion in our brain. You come here, yes. You come here yellow, you go there blue, you go there brown. I mean, there is a lot. So you have to define yourself. You have to define yourself. Plan on what you will listen, on what you will watch. Hallelujah. Because some information just is stealing your time. I'm telling you. Even your husband or wife may get angry at you because you're spending a lot of time, watching some stuff, and some of them are useless. Yes, the same. Do you have it?
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Get that.
Paul says that. It's like you are on YouTube or, they have a platform. Everything's good, but you don't need everything. Why? Because some stuff will not build you. Will just cause you confusion. I speak that without fear. Some stuff will cause you confusion, especially me, even me. When I joined, I found many things, information here, information there, with confusion. I was like, oh no, let me stop this and stop that, and focus on myself, direct myself, find a direction. Do not be like a leaf, which is driven by wind. A leaf just go where the wind blows. We are not like that. We have direction and focus. Know where you're going. We have to know where we are going. Why? Because plan without action is futile. And action without plan, guess what? Is fatal. Do not do whatever you didn't plan. Even if somebody tells you to do it, don't do it. Don't do what you didn't plan. If you didn't plan that, if you're not sure, consult. No matter, consult somebody you trust and ask them for an idea. Consult them. Don't do it. Doesn't matter who tells you. If you're not sure, if you didn't plan, don't do it. You have to plan before you jump to the next phase. You have to plan before you do something. So the question is how to plan. Well, it is very easy. Luke chapter 14, verse 28 to 30. I like this one because it gives us the principle on how to plan. You know, Isaiah, he said this to his disciples. Suppose one of you want to build a tower. Want you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it. For if you lay the foundation and you are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, this person began to build and was not able to finish. People will laugh at us. Why? Because we began something and we never finished. Why? Because we didn't plan. And guess what? Suppose of you, it's like the principle from this passage, this verse, you know, suppose of you, make an agenda first. Make a schedule. Make a schedule. Organize yourself. Secondly, want to build. Suppose of you want to build a tower. Want to build is your clear vision. You must have a vision. You must set a vision. What do you want to do? Ask TATA NZAMBI to reveal to you a vision. And after that, you must find your goal, a project. He says, suppose of you want to build a tower. A tower is just an example, he said. And tower is your goal, your project. Fourth, first, sit down. So if you want to build a tower, you can't just say in the name of Jesus, Messiah, I want to build a tower. Bam. No. I'm telling you, we can fast for 40 days and come down and come back from this fasting and say, I will build this, you know, just like this. It will not happen. Why? Unless you have a plan. It will not happen. First of all, make a schedule. You must have an agenda. Second, set a clear vision, what you want. Third, set your goal, a project. Find the project that you want to build. Either you want to come to Africa, whatever, make this project. Then, first of all, sit down. Sit down means planning. You must make a plan. You must define ways to attain your objective, your goal. You must think about on how you will get what you plan, what you desire. In project management, we say deliverable. You have to find a way on how you will accomplish your project. You don't just need a prayer. We need to think also. We have to pray and act. Pray and act. We have to pray. We have to think. And then, fifth, you have to estimate the cost. Just as the book says, estimate the cost, what it is. Explain your finance. Plan your finance, make an assessment, and make a rule of thumb. Can anybody help me? Can anybody explain what is rule of thumb is? Please, anybody?
I'm sorry, what's the question again?
I said, first of all, fifth, we spoke about estimating the cost of your plan. And estimate the cost just mean, you have to plan your finance, right? You have to make an assessment. You have to research on how, on how much you will spend. And third, you must do a rule of thumb, this word or this phrase, rule of thumb. What is the meaning of this?
It's like the method of the procedure that you need to take.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, a practical experience as opposed to a theory.
Yes. Anybody else? One more?
A map.
Okay.
A map of your how you're gonna, like chapter per chapter of how you're gonna proceed, step 1, step 2, step 3, a roadmap.
Yes.
Yes.
The last person, one more person.
I would say that rule of thumb is a guideline. It's a guideline that you're going to follow, and you're going to follow it to the T. You're going to follow it to the letter. You're not going to waver to the left or to the right, but you're going to follow that rule of thumb without any hesitation and any distraction.
Oh, praises. Thank you very much, Mama Sonama. We teach you, you teach us back. And you understand better than us rule of thumb. This is why I need
I love distraction. Without distraction, that's beautiful.
Yes. Rule of thumb, you all are right. You all are right. This is what rule of thumb means. In other words, must find a practical ways. Don't just guess it. To just say, no, I think it will work, I will just pray. No. You have to be realistic. Is it realistic? You have to be realistic. Am I correct? You have to be, aware of what you're doing. You have to make sure that what I'm doing will work in a practical way, will work. You have to be sure that 1 + 1 is 1. So rule of thumb is this. You have to find a practical ways when you're organizing your finances. And 6, Isaiah said, to see if you have enough money, that's your budget. You have your money, your budget, and you have to plan on how you will spend your budget, your money. And 7, to see if you have enough money to complete your project. To complete is the time frame, the plan completion. Whenever you set something to do, make sure you complete it. Whenever you plan to do something, finish it. Don't just start and it is tough and you're like, oh, let me just leave it, stop it. No, TATA NZAMBI doesn't work like that. He likes when you plan something, when you plan to do it. Even if it gets tough and hard, just do it. Pray. That is the time you need prayer. When you plan something, it is hard. That is the time you need fast and prayer. For TATA NZAMBI to strengthen you, for you to gain courage and strive to pursue, to go forward, to move forward. This journey, our journey in this awakening is long, it's tough. And for you to win, you must be bold. And you have, especially, you have to know what you are doing. Especially that, you have to know. You must have a direction and you must have a plan. You can't just move. No, we don't work that way. It doesn't matter. But you know, if this is good, no, we must have a plan and a direction. We must know where we're going. Our life, your family, are determined by the thing we plan. As we said, if we don't plan, nothing will happen. If there is no plan, nothing positive will happen. I like this one, Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Oh, Mfumu Yahweh. Oh, Mfumu Yahweh, kevanga umako. Kasi osengo mona, mumbadi kwantaundi zandi angonsa. I like this one. It's the same. Please follow me. Amos chapter 3, verse 7. O Mfumu Yahweh, kevanga umako, kasi osengo moka, mumbadi kwa ntaundi zandi angonsa. This means that, you know, Sister Sam, please, can you read fast?
Amos 3, chapter
yes.
Amos 3, 7. Yeah. Surely TATA NZAMBI will do nothing, but he reveals his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Get that. That even TATA NZAMBI is a plan. Probably Jeremiah 29, 6 to 11. Even TATA NZAMBI doesn't do anything without revealing you his plan. This is why now remember the song that we sang at the beginning. Listen closely. Listen. Pay attention. Pay very close attention to what he's saying. And this is what he's saying. Be ready. Plan yourself. Organize yourself. Because the thing that you will do, if you're not ready, if you didn't prepare, you also will be shaken. This is what Micaiah said. Micaiah said, many things will happen, but if you are ready, especially if we are attached to TATA NZAMBI, Simba Mukoko kwa Nzambi, if you hold TATA NZAMBI's hand, whatever will happen in this world, you will just listen to what has happened, but nothing will happen to you. But if you're not ready, you will experience what will happen. But this is what I like in Jeremiah 29:11. Go ahead, sister.
Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says TATA NZAMBI, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end.
Hallelujah. TATA NZAMBI has brilliant stuff for us. He knows what he has stored for us. What he needs, what he wants for us to do is to plan as well. This is what he wants from us. He wants us to plan, to organize our life, so that whatever he has prepared for us, we are able to receive it. You know, if you need the food from me, you know, you have to give me a plate for me to serve the food. If you have no plate, or if the plate is dirty, there's no way I can put food for you. So my plan is to give you food, nice food, beautiful, you know, precious food. But if your hand is dirty, if you have no plate, or if the plate is dirty, there's no way I can give you. Why? It will destroy you. Because when you eat the food with dirty end, what will cause? What will cause in the body?
You get sick.
You get sick. And it will destroy yourself. That's why TATA NZAMBI doesn't give you many things. We wish, we desire, and they say no. Why? We are not prepared. These brothers and sisters, today we didn't want to give you anything, speak about, Simon Toko, about Kimbango, this is what they told us to tell you today. This is what TATA NZAMBI wants us to talk to you. And guess what? We have to stop seeking for, as we said at the beginning, seeking for prophet to give us, nice prophecies. Let's forget that. I'm saying this because our people, they like that. Oh, I need TATA NZAMBI to speak something to me. I need a prophecy about my life. I'm going through this and that. Please, what you are looking for is in your head. That idea that you have, thinking that you have for a long time ago, that thing that you have think about for a long time ago of doing, that is the TATA NZAMBI's will. TATA NZAMBI's will is what has been in your head, in your heart for a long time. And because we do not understand, guess what? We go looking for a prophet. We say, prophet, please prophesy to me. And the prophet, especially if it is a prophet from the NKEMBO, he will lie to you. He will lie. He will prophesy this and that. And when you check, nothing happened. This is why we don't say like, no, this year will be a beautiful day, beautiful year, no. The mother that it doesn't teach us like that. They prepare us to prepare the people, to tell the people, be ready. Prepare yourself. Fasten the belt. Fasten the belt, because the plane will take off. Be ready. There is no magic for us to overcome 2022. We have to be in charge and rule it. Otherwise, 2022 will rule us. So commit to the Lord, to TATA NZAMBI, whatever you do, and He will establish your plan. Do something, plan it, organize it properly, and after that, present it before TATA NZAMBI's face, and it will help you. It will establish the plan. And when you do a plan, you better follow the principle in Luke 14, 31 to 33. Sister Sam, are you there, please? I like this one. It's very important as well.
Or what king, going to make war against another king, sits not down first and consults whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000? Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sends an ambassage and desires conditions of peace.
My fellow brothers and sisters, never pick a fight you cannot win. If you want to fight a strong man, stronger than you, you better prepare yourself. Plan first on how you shall win the fight before you pick the fight. Plan first. And if the reality differ from the plan, adapt the plan. Just remember David and Goliath, and you will catch this principle. Plan the fast. Plan on how you will win the fight. Plan it. And guess what? If the fight is very huge, there's no way for you to win. Isaiah says, surrender, make peace. We have to be real. We have to be honest and real. We have to be real. We are living on earth. We are not in heaven. On earth, things happen in different ways. It doesn't happen the way it's happening in Zulu. No. NKEMBO is still here. He's still ruling. And sometimes we have to face him. And sometimes we are not strong enough to defeat his disciple, his demon. This is why we need prayers and fasting. You plan to defeat NKEMBO, but you're not strong enough. Go back to TATA NZAMBI and say, I don't think I'm strong enough. So TATA NZAMBI will give instruction on what to do. Do this, do that, do this, do that, until you overcome. And the key is in plan. Plan is the key to unlock the future. Success and failure depends on the plan you have or you don't have. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, my beloved sisters and brothers, for those who want to come to the land, to Africa, please plan before you come to the land. I'm being honest and real with you. Plan before you come to Africa or before you go everywhere else. But especially when people are coming this side, right? Please plan. If you don't plan, you will come and go back and you didn't make anything. You don't want you to come and go back. Is that good, family? That ain't good. That is not good. We don't want you to come and say, hey, like many people are doing that. Many people, I think you are familiar with this. You go on YouTube, you'll find many information. They speak, oh, Africa, hey, I just come back from Africa. Africa is like that, is this and that. They speak many things bad about the land. But guess what? The problem is not the land. There's nothing wrong with the land. The land is beautiful. I think you saw the pictures, especially posted. Nice views. The land is beautiful. We need everything. We need everything. Doesn't matter in which field you are qualified, but we need everything. The land, but before you come to the land, plan. I get amazed when, if you enter into the plane, you will see a lot of Muzungus, Mundeles. You will see. Especially China, they are coming to Africa in a massive way. Am I lying, Sister Special?
And they have plans. They get you and they start building more than people who have been there for more than 20, 30 years. In 3 months, they do more. In 3 months, a Chinese person who's never been to Africa, doesn't speak an African language, doesn't know the African people, is able to complete more than 30 years of whatever counselor in the government position was doing, because he came with the plan.
Yes, and above all, NKEMBO, the Bible said, he has a scheme, not just a plan, but a scheme. So he knows what he does. He knows what he does. But to Samba, in Angola, when you look to Angola, or you go to the airport, how many Portuguese people you see coming to Angola?
Unfortunately, there are a lot of European, not only the Portuguese, but a lot of European going to Angola and other part of Africa. Yeah, because they see a great place for them to build whatever they want to achieve in their life. But unfortunately, we are only the only ones that we don't see the powerful country we have, the powerful land we have, and we're still poor because of lack of planning. If you allow me just to add something quickly there, because as Brother Benica said, it's so special. Planning is very important, that Nzambe it blesses us according to the principles. If we follow the principles, it will bless us. Unfortunately, most of us that follow TATA NZAMBI, we lack these principles. We jump straight to prayer, but we forget that NZAMBI follow principles. NZAMBI cannot jump from A to Z to give you what you want. You have to follow A, B, C until Z. And our fellow brothers in Europe and another part of the world, Chinese, they're using these principles to become so powerful and successful person. And we are so lack of that because of we, as the Bible says, my people perish because of knowledge. We have not this kind of knowledge. That's why we see the land in a very bad situation that we see. Thank you.
All right. I just want to make another comment. I was just in a village yesterday, deep village, deep in the town. I mean, sometimes if people can't cross the river or the bridge, that means children can't go to school. And, you know, everyone just has to stay home if they want something. There was only one shop, like in this deep rural village, and it was like a store. And it was owned by a Bangladeshi family. So I'm saying people all the way from Bangladesh, you know where Bangladesh is, they're near India. They were the primary business owners in a deep, deep rural village in the Eastern Cape in South Africa. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, if things were to shut down like today or whatever, you know, the only people our people would have to rely on are these Bangladeshi people. And I just saw how much they were at peace and how much they valued the land. And if something were to happen in the country, they'd be the most safe, most secure, and have nothing to worry about. I found that fascinating and something that our people could learn from. Yeah.
Matando Massacres, especially, you know, Elder Kennedy is there. Elder Kennedy, you know, we're from Angola. We told you about Angola, especially from South Africa. Elder Kennedy. Oh, Elder Albine, please, one of you.
Yeah, it's true. Planning is very important for any success. And most of the companies that you see being successful, they plan ahead of the time. Like we are already in 2022. The most successful companies, they had planned for it by September last year. I work with a bank and I happen to be part of the strategic planning. And that's what we normally do. By September, we've already planned for the next 3 years. So even in life, for you to be successful, don't wait for an opportunity, plan for it. And there's something that I learned from somebody. Even in the church, there is element of planning. If you want to be successful, give tithe of what you want to happen. Give 10% of what you want. Then it will happen.
And tell me, Elder, how many Chinese is there? Do you see a lot of, you know, like, do you see the China and Europe? They,
yeah,
where you are?
Yeah, we've got a lot of Chinese in Kenya. Even where I stay, the Chinese were here like 2 months ago. They were constructing roads, the roads to my place. So we sing Chinese everywhere, but also the Lord is using the Chinese and other nationals to restore Africa. So it is part of a restoration of Africa through the use of Chinese. So we need to support them, but we also need to learn from them. Because God is bringing those skills to us so that we learn and be part of that success.
Thank you very much, Elder. You know, thank you very much, Elder. You see, they are everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And when, you know, when they come with a plan. It's a special saying. They take over. Even close way, you know, where I live, close by, there is a store. It's owned by Bangladesh people. there is many opportunity. But if we don't come to the land with a plan, we will not be able to establish ourselves. We will not be able. We will not be able. I'm telling you, you can fast for 1 month, for 2 months, or 3 months, and say, I'm going to the land now. If there is no plan, I regret to say that the possibility for you to go back is higher. I'm telling you, there must be a plan. Because those people, in the space say, they stay in the land for 30 years. They're everywhere. Why? Because they have a plan. Either it is a plan to take over Africa, to colonize Africa in another way. I don't know, but they have a plan. So, dear friends, dear brothers and sisters, before you come to the land, plan. Make a plan, please. Make a plan. Use the gift of imagination you have and bring it to us. That's what we need. Why? Because TATA NZAMBI give us a brain so that we can participate in creation through planning. Mbizi, you can write down, please. Mbizi is animal. Mbizi. Mbizi is animal. Animals, they were created to live and react to circumstances through instinct. They don't plan, they just react to what they face, right? But you and me, we have the power to determine what will happen in the year 2022. We have the power to create the circumstances and the power to make things work and happen. Today, 16, you still have 11 months and 15 days. Please determine what will happen between this space, this time. You and me are the only creation on earth, on total, that have the power not to live by reaction. You have the ngolo, the power to design your response, to prophesy, to declare what will happen, to plan according to your planning, of course. You have the power to design what will happen. You have. TATA NZAMBI give you the plan, and you have the plan, you have the power to design according to his plan and your plan. That's why TATA NZAMBI created us through his likeness and image, according to Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. So, Sam, please, can you read fast, please? I think we need this one.
Genesis 1:26. And TATA NZAMBI said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth."
TATA NZAMBI created you and me to have dominion, to have Yala. TATA NZAMBI created you and me to have Yala, dominion. TATA NZAMBI created me to have Yala and dominion. Can you say it with me, please? TATA NZAMBI created me to have dominion and Yala. TATA NZAMBI created me to have dominion and Yala.
Dominion and Yala.
Again, declare.
TATA NZAMBI created
me to have
dominion
And Yala.
Vamos!
Yala.
Vamos!
Yala.
We have to Yala. We can't just say it. When we say it, doesn't count. We don't just have to say it, but we have to manifest the power that we have. The family, please let me take this advice very seriously. it may seem like, why? But why why you're speaking about this? This is very important. We are still at the beginning of the year. We didn't want to bring you something else, but we have to plan the year first. There is a lot of information we have to share. We will share with you. But at the beginning of the year, the message must be all about preparation. Preparation in your life, your spiritual life, your finances, your marriage, in every area of your life. This is what we want to share with you, especially this month at the beginning of the year. Because if we give you other information, it is good, right? But will not help you on how to plan your life accordingly. It will not. As we say, we don't do a magic. There's no magic. But for us to yell and to be in charge of 2022, we must obey the principle of planning. You must obey the principle of planning. Just the same. Can you, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 18.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that scripture.
Proverbs 20, verse 18. Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war.
Mama Matzola, please prepare Proverbs 21, verse 5. And Sister Sam, can you please go to 15? Chapter 15, verse 22.
15:22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors they are established.
Before you make anything, plan. TATA NZAMBI said. And before you plan, consult the people you trust. To give you an idea also, go call anybody, Sister Randy, call Mama Matuzola, call anybody, yes, Sister Diana, call. Say, you know what, I'm planning to do this. I want to come to Africa, Brother Tsamba, but let me know, how is the cost of life that side? Visa stuff, we have to plan. Whatever you do, consult anybody for idea. Consult. Because wisdom is in the multitude of advices. You consult this, you consult that, you consult this, you consult that, you'll find knowledge. But yes, now I know what I have to do. Now I know. No matter, so are you there? Proverbs chapter 21, verse 5.
The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness, but of everyone that is hasty, only to want.
Haste, you know better than me. What is the meaning haste? What is the other word for haste?
Hurry.
Hurry? Mr. Rand, do you have another word?
Anxious.
Anxious, yes. Another one, Sister Sam?
Rush.
Rushed, yes. Haste.
Haste.
Yes, haste. TATA NZAMBI said, do not plan hastily. Do not plan hastily. He's saying in the book of Luke 14, first of all, sit down. Sit down. This is why we gave you those principles. First of all, sit down. Calm down. Malembe tukuiza. Malembe, calm down. Sit down and think about it and plan nicely. Don't rush. Don't rush. Can I say it? Even if you want to come to the land, don't rush. Sit down. Take your time, plan properly, and come in case you want to come. But plan, please. Whatever you want to do, plan it properly. Plan. Sit down and plan. Don't rush. The world will not end tomorrow. The world will not collapse tomorrow. The world will not collapse tomorrow. Calm down and live your life. People without plan will become poor in every life, in every area of life. If you don't have any plan for 2022, guess what? 2022 will impose on you its plans, will determine how you shall live. If you don't determine how you will live in this year will determine on you, will impose on you. You have to do this and that. You have to take the vaccine. You have to do this and that. All this stuff, all those stuff. They will impose on you. But you have a plan, you will impose. I don't take this thing. I don't do that. I don't do that. You will determine. Proverbs 16, verse 3. Commit to TATA NZAMBI whatever you do, and it will establish your plans. Proverbs, Psalm 20, verse 4. May TATA NZAMBI give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. May TATA NZAMBI, Nzambia Zulu, Nzambia Toto, Nzambia Brahma, Nzambia Itzaki, Nzambia Isayele, give you the desire of your heart, of your ntino, dima, and make your plan succeed. You know what I heard recently? Once again, I was talking to the Mwanda, and you know, Kaya said, it was like, he said, TATA NZAMBI does not give you what you don't ask. He only gives you what you desire, the desire of your heart. This is what he said. And this we also find in Psalm 20, verse 4. This is what he said. He only gives the desire of your heart. He doesn't give to you what you don't ask. If you didn't ask, he will not give you. This is why you see, many people living, misery life. Why? Because they don't care about NZAMBI. So please sit down and plan. In Proverbs 16, verse 1, it says, the plans of the heart belongs to men, but TATA NZAMBI determined the steps. What is the principle behind this text? You are responsible to plan. The person, the one who is responsible to do the plan, it is you. It is me. But who will sustain the plan is TATA NZAMBI. Is the one who will sustain the plan. You plan it, even though if you don't have enough resources, just make a plan. Plan it and present before his face and say, TATA NZAMBI, here is what I planned. And guess what? It will determine the steps on how you shall do it. It will tell you. Brother Samba, and we were in Angola, but we planned. We're in Angola doing something else, but we were like, you know what? Oh, no, I don't want to do this. We were not happy of what we were doing. We were studying in Angola, but we were not happy. So we changed. We made a plan and we fly to this spacious country to do something else we need to do. Brother Samba, am I lying? Come on, man.
Not at all, brother. It's not true. We're doing our second year of university. It's just to say that it wasn't the public who were paying the university, but we had to live for the greater good, to achieve and to get what we planned for. And here we are. As the book of Proverbs says, chapter 16, the plans of the earth belong to you, but the Lord determined the steps, and the steps was to meet your family. Here we are. Yes, Ingeta.
Ingeta, Brother Samba, Batono Masaka. You know, we plan and determine the steps. We had no clue that we will meet you. No clue. Imagine if we just stayed there, doing what we were doing, even though we were not happy. That's how that sometimes moves, you know. When you plan and you present to him, he will determine the steps. He will give you instruction and what to do. He will tell you what to do, and you just follow the principle, just follow it. This is why we say the first key is fear. Fear him and follow him carefully. This is what we did. And we're not the only one, maybe you as well. You have something to testify or to witness. But this is what we did. And guess what? When we came here, we didn't know how we'll sustain ourselves. We're not sure. But we seek for guidance. We seek for guidance. And he told us what is in Isaiah chapter 32, verse 8. It says, the noble man makes, Sister Sam, can you help me read, please?
The noble man makes noble plans, and by noble plans he stands. Do not be hasty.
Again.
The noble man makes noble plans, and by noble plans he stands.
Again.
The noble man makes noble plans, and by noble plans he stands.
That is the truth. We made a plan, you know, Yatu Samba, let's make a plan. The plan is there, noble plan, and we stood in a noble plan we made. We didn't know, you know, tribulation, poverty, these crises, you know, a lot of stuff happened to shake our plan. But guess what? We stood in our plan. When the tribulation comes, we'll shake this side, but we're firm. We're firm. We were like, no, we will go nowhere. We'll finish what we have started. And that is called noble plan. This is why we said, make sure you finish what you have started. When you plan something, stand in your plan. You must have a conviction, an attitude, and focus, and determination. I will stand in this plan. And guess what? I know it will be hard and tough. Remember Isaiah in the Garden of Gethsemane? When he knew he will die, he cried because he knew it was tough. Isaiah cried and he was about to give up. What he said, Mama Matzola? What he said, what Isaiah said?
Or
when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, what he said, Isaiah said, when he was crying.
let this cup pass from me, but you know, if it be your will.
Isaiah, it was tough, but it was like, oh, I have to stand. I have to resist because I made, wow. That was a noble plan. He stood in that plan. And when you make a plan, after you make your plan, after you make your noble plan, you have to do something powerful. But someone will tell us. This is, everything that I said, it will happen in a, let's say, in a great way. It will happen in a very successful way if you are able to do what someone will tell you. It will happen. You can do a plan and work your plan, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's not wrong. But if you add it to your plan, what someone will tell you, the plan will be even bigger. The success, the result of your plan will be bigger than a simple plan. But someone, what it is? Class, please.
Wow, wow. So family, let us all thank this amazing presentation of our Mpangi Benika. Mpangi means brother. Nankumba say, please, come on. Why the ends and the microphones are off? I can't feel it. I can't hear it. Wasn't that good?
We are thinking, brother.
Yes, it was.
Too busy thinking.
So let's go. Nankumba say. Umwana. Umwana Velela. I like to call him my whole brother because he's older than me. Thank you so much, Mpangi Benika, for this great, amazing teaching. It was really powerful and it changed my life. Before we move on, we have a hand. Hilda Kennedy, you want to say something? I believe.
Sorry, I was trying to clap on the offline on the internet.
Oh,
it appears to raise itself.
Actually,
that's a wonderful presentation, Benika, for taking your time to give us this presentation. And we would love to have it. We can share with others who are not here. It's a very wonderful presentation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. It was really a very powerful teaching. Amazing. I saw Sister Fish taking a lot of notes. That's great. So family, before we go in the second part of that Nsilu, a vow, I would like to invite our mama, Masonama. If you can sing for us a song. I know that Mama Masonama, the amazing gift is to write songs.
Oh my. Let me think. Glory, glory. TATA NZAMBI. Glory, glory. Honor to your name. Your name, your name, your name. I want to magnify your name, your name, your name. I want to magnify your name, your name, your name. Glory, glory. Glorious in power. Glory, glory. Glory to your name. Your name, your name, your name. I want to magnify your name, your name, your name. TATA NZAMBI, glorious in power. Glory, glory, glory to your name. That's all.
Doing it. Matondo asaka mama. That was really powerful. I really like it, the song. That's the time that we have to come all together, start putting and bring out our gifts, our talents, for us to empower once more the kingdom, our community. We are really, Brother Benika, can you just stop the presentation for a while, please? So, we just would like to ask you something before we move on. Can we do the second part today or in the next session? Because time is really running out. And we know that sometimes our minds can get cannot get a lot of information in one day.
Yes, brother. I think that was wonderful. Personally, for me, a big wake-up call. I was thinking it, but I felt the power of the Spirit saying, it's time, just go for it. So for me, really, really, you filled my cup a lot. And I think it's great. It's a great start to the plan. And we can meditate on it and then do the vow, come strong and be ready for the vow next week.
I do agree as well, Mrs. Tambandi, because there is time for everything. And we are, as Brother Benika said nicely, when we're making plan, you don't need to rush.
Masajulu mwazela pange kota tudisole tuzelese omishima pange tuzelese omishima pange tuzelese omishima alajano wayo lungu ya Yesu ya nzumbi mundu kitena kuimona mundu kitena kuimona mundu kitena kuimona pange ngongo ya tema tusoma baba nzumbi kulengele mu matuta pange kulengele mu matuta